Today I'm going to max out the Dhalruk's Puzzle Box, and I want to tell you about this tournament that we're doing in 2605. It's a 3v3 duel tournament with a $670 prize pool. Stick around in this video for a review of this tournament, and I'll try my luck at Dhalruk's Puzzle Box. Fingers crossed. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, hailing you from the #1 dead kingdom in the game, that's 2605. And I say that tongue-in-cheek because people mock our kingdom, and yet we're doing just fine. In fact, we've had a lot of really awesome migrants into the kingdom. Welcome to 2605. Let's review this really cool tournament that we're doing. Chadski is funding the prize pool, which has $670 worth of goodies. First place is $385. Second place is $185. I think this is actually a pretty cool format. And we'll talk a little bit about what would work well in this format versus things that will not work well. So Ruz is apparently the guy running the tournament. Kingdom 2605 members, what's up, your boy is back. I heard you were going into the registration blues. It's true. I really would love if we had gone into our first pop, but the thing is that you kind of need credits in order to enter into KVK. I wonder if the developers realized that, like, they would make more money from our kingdom if the credit thing was not an issue, but whatever. So here's a little fun to kill the time. We'll be having another duel-a-thon. Format will be similar to last time, so here's a refresher. It starts off with 3v3 duels, single elimination tournament format. Now, this means, by the way, no equipment, no armaments. I don't know what the answer is for formation if you leave it on or off. You might have to take the formation off. Like, we can click the rules section and look into that if we want to, but it's 3v3. Now, when we get to a top 16 and the top 8, it's a 4v4. And from there, the top 4 and the top 2 are 5v5 duels and are best of 3. According to the matchup is obviously each player's responsibility. We're going to have a tournament bracket to watch all this stuff. Tournament says to start on Tuesday, so I might need to register or it might be too late to register, TBD. And once the match is complete, update your score on the bracket on the website. So this is a pretty cool tournament format. Big shout out to Word Addy Chad for funding this tournament. Cash prizes to the winners in 2605. GG. So let's jump in game real quick before we go and we do the Dhalruk's Puzzle Box. By the way, happy holidays, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I was thinking, what video could I make in advance of Christmas? And like, what will I stay up late doing on Christmas Eve so that I can have a video go live on Christmas? Here we are. This is not a bad idea, right? So let's jump in game. Let's talk about what would go into a 3v3 comp, just very briefly. And I have a few ideas, but I don't want to spoil everything I might bring. So let me jump into that. So there's a couple philosophies for how you approach the commanders you bring in a 3v3 situation. And like, some commanders are obviously bad for that, like Trajan. Very, very bad in that situation because you don't have 5 commander pairings total to get buffed. But even area of effect damage starts to look kind of weird in a 3v3. Sometimes the area of effect damage is not even going to hit your target. And when it does, it's obviously value. So, like, what would I be looking at for a 3v3? I mean, we're probably looking at, like, Skippy and Liucha because the power level on them is pushed. I get that they do area of effect damage, but it feels like you could get some really big wins using the power level that they bring and the burstiness of that damage. Like, you've got the chance to do extra normal attacks. Those normal attacks could trigger damage over time. Also, when you're taking skill damage, you're going to shield your team. I feel like that's a good combo. The Liucha and also the Skippy Prime. Weirdly enough, though, actually Sargon the Great has elevated relevance in this context because your target is probably not running around like a normal KVK fight. So in that case, actually Sargon the Great cranking damage is also very, very good. And I would rank him as one of the top commanders that I would consider using. When we look around also, like Nevsky and Joan are a really obvious pair. Although single target damage and just going big single target damage could be just busted. Like, early damage from Huo could just define this thing, and the healing from Huo could define this thing. So I don't know. Huo Nevsky could be really good. You could also see an argument for Huo Joan being really good. The weirdness here is that area of effect damage, while great when you're hitting 3 things, diminishes very rapidly when you're not. So I actually just don't know. Is Joan area of effect damage really good, or is it kind of mid? And I actually kind of lean toward it being mid, which is weird in this 3v3 context where, like, presumably you'll kill at least 1 or 2 of the enemy's marches, and then you're only hitting, 1 or 2 things at best with area of effect damage. Now, Joan also buffs only 3 marches, which is really good for this situation. And I don't know. I mean, there's lots of strategies to this. I'm kind of hyped for it. Like, you could make 3 really prickly marches, which would be hilarious, right? Like Attila Takeda, you make a Pakal with Harold. I don't know, man. Like, it seems both dumb and funny at the same time. Like, I almost want to try to win the tournament with a troll combo just to see if it can be done. I'm actually, I think it could be done. And just make every march absolutely suck to be swarming it. Actually, okay. So there's a lot of strategies here. I'm going to stop talking about strategies. If you want to see me do this tournament, let me know down below in the comments, and we could look into that. From here, I really need materials. Now, remember, that tournament, it's no equipment, all right? Like, no formations, no armaments. Like, it is leveling the playing field. You just need to have the commanders you want to use in order to play the tournament, which I think is pretty dope. Here we've got Zenith of Power running. Looks like right now we had a 10% rune at the temple, and I feel like it was a really good idea to just start training. I think that's a good idea. I really want to stream it. So, like, streaming the evening before Christmas is, like, not on plan for me. I hope we've delayed the runes to kill the Guardians, so maybe tomorrow night, I don't know, or the night after I end up doing a live stream, but I will live stream my training. But like I said, I need more materials, and right now we just got the Dhalruk's Puzzle Box, so let's rip this bad boy open and give this thing a shot. 220 museum or mechanism uses remaining, so we're going to get after this thing. It doesn't actually matter where you click, weirdly enough. I know that sounds weird, but it's just the way this event works. You can click wherever you want, and the prize is, like, generated as you click, I think. I mean, I don't actually know. I didn't write the code, but just unpacking the way the rules are written, I think that's how it goes. So the reason I'm now so much more interested in the Dhalruk's Puzzle Box is because I really need materials. Like, I actually have patterns. There's a bunch of stuff I could craft, but I'm not out of materials, but I know that I will be. So here we go. We now stock up on Dhalruk's Puzzle Box. Honestly, I mean, it's kind of unsurprising that, the developers have found a way to make materials more relevant. I think that's the sort of thing we were kind of expecting. The developers themselves said, hey, just a heads up, like, save your materials. And they were not wrong. So here we go. Obviously, the more value way of getting materials is to go in and do the egg event. Very good. That's, bunch of pattern pieces, bunch of materials. Even if you're free to play low spender, that was really good result there. 3. Wow. Really, really, really good. Free to play or low spender, you should still be doing the egg event to the first prize tier, the guaranteed prize tier, just to get some pattern pieces for whatever it is that you're after. And, it does not take a lot of gems to just get the lowest tier of that, which over time adds up to a lot of patterns that you've accumulated, truly. All right. Looking pretty good so far. The only thing I don't really want to do is end without finishing a floor. That's like the one thing I really want to avoid. We're about to also get the grand prize pool over here. Exploring the puzzle box. Let's see what we get. Oh, there it is. The private collection. All right. Please be materials. I'm going to get resources. Ooh, crystal keys actually way more relevant. We'll open all my crystal keys and I will on the spot make more iconic equipment if I get something good. But like, this is why I need all these materials. That didn't do too great. GG. All right. Here we go, baby. converting my gems. Ooh, that was a pretty good one, actually. Six cracks on that bad boy. Let's go. All right. Still have like 100 plus mechanisms left. 8 is also, I think, way better than average. That's awesome. Love to see it. Cranking through the mechanisms here. Blasted through my gems to buy those mechanisms. And, you know, on average, I want to say that this is about the same value as the VIP shop overall. I think. I forget the last time I calculated this. Honestly, it would have been a long time ago. But generally speaking, leading up to this update, I didn't do this. Like, I didn't actually need more materials for more equipment. Now I do. All right. Here we go, baby. On our way to getting another private collection. Oh, God. Ugh. 14. Not great. Is what it is. You know, there have been 0 times where I get it on the first try. Bro. All right. The private collection. I mean, last time I did okay. I clicked this spot. Let's do it again. Come on. Ooh, legendary material. Okay. That's good. That's good. We'll take it. There is a pretty good prize pool on that thing. What is the prize pool? The private collection. Oh, yeah. The chances were pretty low that I was going to get that. It looks like 8% chance I get 2 legendary materials. Yeah, that was actually one of the better pickups. All right, cool. Let's keep it running here. Almost done with this. Dhalruk's Puzzle Box, everybody. Here we go. Get that corner spot. Don't want to miss it. And so every one of these levels that I've completed, obviously I'm getting a legendary material plus a little bit extra. So, yeah, I mean, a bunch of legendary materials out of the deal. That's what I'm here for. When you think about the number of legendary materials you need just to take one accessory to the final tier from T4 to T5, it's like 100 legendary materials. Pfft, bro. I got a bunch of weapon patterns. I need the materials to actually upgrade them. I also want to have materials to upgrade stuff when I enter into KVK. I mean, we got a lot to do here. All right. We're closing out Dhalruk's Puzzle Box pretty soon here. Oh, gosh. GG. All right, level 18. I feel like level 20 is usually about where I end up. I've got 37 mechanism uses remaining, so I want to be really mindful of that. This went pretty poorly. Oof. GG. I can definitely do another round of this. All right. We had to go to, what was that, 15? Bit of a yikes. Now, I don't need to be buying these one at a time just yet, but we're pretty close to that. All right. Let's smash these off, see how we do. Oh, nice. That's really good. 6 is really, 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 really good. Okay. And this is almost certainly my last round here, unless I absolutely shoot the moon, which I have not. Okay. There's still, if I get it on this one, then we're good. Nope. GG. So now we go one at a time to round this out, because I really don't want to be wrecked at the end of one of these without clearing the floor. And I mean, God, 14 mechanism uses. This is a terrible plan. This is a terrible plan. Come on. Ooh. Oh, gosh. I think you want to see me do this. I'm not live streaming, but I'll just say, chat, I think you want me to go for this. So I'm going to do it. This is a terrible plan. You should not do this. This is purely for entertainment. Okay? This is purely for entertainment. Okay? Please. 14. As long as it's not the 15th or the 16th square, we are good. Okay? But I only have 9 pulls left. Okay. Come on. 7 pulls left. I could get really wrecked here. This was like not a smart thing to do. But my chances go up. Oh no. For these remaining pulls, I feel like my chances are pretty good. Come on, please. Please don't suck. Oh no, 3 mechanisms left. Come on. Oh no! 2? Oh no. Let's go. Let's go. We risked it. It was so unnecessary. GG. All right. And we're done. We're done. We did it with one mechanism to spare. Hiya. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, if you are training for Zenith of Power and you have a training day going right now, it is worth mentioning that, like, you can double up here and get a little bit of extra value. That's actually pretty smart. Again, though, I mean, if we get a 15% rune, I might just do it tomorrow, but be on the lookout for when I'll be live streaming my training. I have at least 60 million range of power. If you're in the continent with us, I mean, good luck. Maybe some people not in our continent are going to rank in here, but like, I'm telling you, man, everyone who's training from 2605 has just an insane amount of training range. So I don't know. You can compete against us at your own risk. Most people haven't. And like, I guess we'll see what happens. It's always very entertaining. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do Zenith as well on my restart account. Let's just look at the score over there really quickly, see if anybody's like done anything crazy, and then we'll wrap up the vid here, all right? Technically, I could win a Zenith on 3 accounts simultaneously. The main, the restart, and technically the farm could push enough power to win a Zenith. Actually, easier than any of my other accounts. It's kind of weird. But obviously, I'm not going to do that. I don't need a third main account to run, right? I got a restart. I got a main that's enough. It's like 2 main accounts. Like I got enough to do here. Like it's a main and an alt. Let's get a look. Oh yeah, nobody's really pushed yet. Everybody's just waiting to see. And look, it's 4 days. All right, you can have some chill. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here. Consider subscribing. If you want to see the live stream where I did the Smithy special, I had a pretty good time doing it. Got a little bit racked, is what it is. Card will be in the end screen in just a second. And until next time, you have fun. Smash the kingdom.